My 43M wife, 42F, dresses in a very revealing way and I love it. But she started pushing the limits a lot. We have been happily married for 12 years. She is a very attractive woman and has always loved dressing revealing clothes. But especially after her workouts started paying off, she started revealing way too much, posting hot photos on her social media account, and I think it is so hot for her age and it encourages a lot of men around us to hit on her. Especially on our vacations, there are always at least a few guys who approach my wife. I love my wife, I trust her and I don't want to sound repulsive to her. How can I talk to her? Tried it once, and she didn't want to argue over this. I know I'm on a different page than some of the other commenters, but if you were enthusiastic about her dressing in revealing clothes before and now that she has hit the gym and reaping the rewards, why would she think you wouldn't be anything but supportive now? It reads as very insecure, especially since many of the people who approach her on the street or on vacation probably haven't seen her social media and are just reacting to your really bow today I fucked up wife. I would think carefully about how you want to broach this with her and have a healthy discussion on boundaries, especially in social media use, and being supportive of her. It is not unreasonable to set respectful and realistic expectations of privacy for you both while out in public and while online. Just be careful you don't read as the jealous caveman type. Here's some advice. If your wife turns down the attention she gets and lets you know when she gets hit on by guys when you're not around, that's a great sign and something that can tone down some insecurities you may have. A woman that looks great and workouts will get hit on no matter what, even if her husband is standing right near her. A lot of men are scum and we sometimes can think before we act with that sort of stuff. Sit her down and let her know that you love how both today I fucked up she is and how much effort she's putting into taking care of her body. However, as another commenter said, you really have to dig deep and figure out what's bothering you about this and how a limit should be set. A woman that's happy should not be acting in ways that might be looked at as seeking attention. Talk to her and let her know that you want to have a productive conversation and you're just looking to establish some rules. I couldn't get exactly what you're feeling and what you're expecting from her. Are you insecure, jealous, worried for her safety? The only thing that's clear for me is, you love her and you love her looks and style, so I think you could say these as a starting point for a conversation. After you tell her how you admire her, gently speak out your feelings, whichever they are. Make it clear you're not accusing her of anything, cause well, she did nothing wrong. Make sure it doesn't sound like you want to have an argument, but just a conversation over a topic that has been inside your head. I think you need to spend some time with your own thoughts before you talk to her, but you should talk to her. Your post makes it seem like it's not necessarily new behavior on her part, but just more extreme than you're comfortable with. You need to figure out specifically where that boundary is, because when you bring it up she might be confused that you used to encourage her and now you don't. You have to know what it is exactly that you don't like so you can have a productive conversation and reach a compromise. Hopefully you respect her enough to love her for who she is, and hopefully she respects you enough to not want to make you uncomfortable. No one is ever a jerk for wanting certain boundaries in a relationship. You become a jerk when you believe your opinion is more important and you shouldn't have to compromise. So, just be mindful of how you talk to her about it. I hope it can bring you closer together. Men aren't hitting on your wife because of how she is dressing per se. If she wants to dress sexy and you're into it, go for it. The real issue may be the way she reacts to other men hitting on her. Is she shutting them down immediately? Is she telling them that she is flattered, but happily married? Is she encouraging them with flirtatious, coy remarks? It is one thing to like the attention. Some people even need such attention to feel self-worth. It's what is being done with said attention / how she is reacting to it that is probably what is really bothering you. If, at the end of the day, how she is dressing is making you uncomfortable, by all means let her know. In a loving, non-confrontational way, of course. Be sure not to put her on the defensive. Only talk about how it makes you feel. No finger pointing. TBH, there is probably more to unpack than just sexy dressing. but it's a start. When in doubt, no relationship has ever suffered from getting a bit of therapy. It could be good for you guys to have an objective mediator. Good luck to you. Nice, cheap or free things to do for partners that can mean a lot. Hi, I'm trying to figure out things I could do to help my girlfriend feel nice from day to day, and I was wondering if you guys know/do any things for your partner to make them feel nice. Any ideas would be helpful. I've noticed that I don't do nearly enough to help my girl out, and I really want to change that for the better. Thank you so much, I really appreciate you reading this. Hubs and I have been together for 31 years, married for 28 of those. Maybe I'm easy to entertain, I don't know, but these usually make me happy. Sometimes when Hubs is out, he will grab a candy bar or drink I like, just because he was thinking about me. Little and silly, I know, but to me it means I was on his mind. Also, sometimes during the day, I'll get a text from him, just an I love you, maybe an emoji with it. I know those are not big romantic gestures, but he's not the type of guy who sends flowers or anything, really. So the fact that he took time from whatever was going on to think of me makes me smile. Sometimes, it's the little things. That's sweet, and I'm glad you're recognizing that she needs more from you. Maybe you can do one of her least favorite chores from time to time. I came home from work one day and he was vacuuming. Sexiest thing ever. Help with chores is always appreciated. It's okay if you don't know how, let her teach you. Dishes, cleaning the toilet, etc. Even taking out the trash. Or things like fixing the sink. If you want her to feel special, make a meal she, or at the both of you, likes. Wash her under the shower without sexual intent. Give her a gentle massage. Kiss her cheek, shoulder, hug from behind, and just tell her that she is great. If you don't know how to do chores, search for it on YouTube. It's not your partner's job to teach you how to be an adult. That's more effort on their part. One thing my husband does daily that makes me feel loved is making sure the water in the coffee pot is full and my travel mug is washed and ready to use every morning. He leaves before I wake up, and I love having him take care of me this way. Get them any of their favorite snacks or drinks. You could randomly write them cute letters and hide it somewhere they'd find it, having a movie night, order delivery food, their choice, and watch a show or movie they really like, even if you don't really like it. Compliment them when they're not expecting it, compliment them on something you usually don't say. A picnic. Boyfriend is frustrated about having to wait for sex and I don't know how to deal with it. So, I, 18F, and my boyfriend, 18M, have been together for about 3 months. We're both virgins and he's been eager to have sex from the start, but I wanted to wait longer for a few reasons, and he said we can do it whenever I'm ready. I decided I am now, and I've had to have a couple of doctor's appointments to get birth control pills. Went today and they are finally giving me the prescription, but she said I have to start it on the first day of my next period, which is a month away. I came back and told him this, and he started sighing and rolling his eyes when I said we have to wait another month. He even googled it and claimed I don't have to wait for my period, but I said I will because it's what the doctor said. It kind of pissed me off that he was acting like he knew how it works when he didn't even know that I have to go to the doctor for it. He thought you can just get them over the counter like Plan B. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even know what's in the pill or how it works. Lamau told him I was upset about how he reacted and that I feel like he's just trying to make me feel bad so that I'll give in and just do it with a condom, which I absolutely won't do. He said he was just frustrated about having to wait and that he wouldn't try and deliberately make me feel bad. I'm honestly kind of confused about how to feel about this. He's a lovely guy and he's said so many times we will have sex whenever I'm ready. He doesn't want me to feel pressured into anything, etc. Yet, he's also complained about how much he wants to do it and how horny and frustrated he is. I don't necessarily think he does that on purpose to guilt me into having sex with him, but that's the effect it has. I've never given in, but it does make me feel guilty. He even said he really wants to lose his virginity before his 19th birthday, which is in a few days. I get that he's frustrated, and that I shouldn't expect him to be really mature about these things when he's still a teenager, but it kinda makes me feel like shit and I just don't know what to say to him about it. Update: I told him I was annoyed at him for the way he acted. I said I understand that his intention isn't to make me feel bad / pressure me into having sex, but that's what he's doing every time he complains about the weight or talks about wanting it before his birthday, etc. I also said that the way he acts makes it seems like he's only here for the sex and doesn't really care about me beyond that. He went all quiet and seemed like he felt bad. Then he said that he only got annoyed because he was excited to do it and didn't realize we would have to wait a month. He said that he would never want me to do anything I wasn't ready for, and kept asking if I was sure I really did want to. So, seems like he just didn't realize how his behavior made me feel, and hopefully things improve now. Smile. Second update: so I just got a text from my doctor saying the pills are ready to collect and that I can either wait for my next period to start them, or start them straight away and just wait 7 days. This was a different doctor to the one I saw in person. However, I still feel iffy about my boyfriend's behavior, so I'm not telling him that we could technically have sex in a week. Lamau. I will wait at least until my next period and then see how things are going, and if I still want to. If he still seems like he's pressuring me / not respecting me, I'll seriously reconsider the relationship and whether I want to have sex at all. Why are you letting someone treat you like this? After the month there still may be a period after you start taking the pills where you have to wait for them to take effect. Don't rush. Also, jumping on top comment to say, make sure you use condoms until you get a clean STD panel from him, pill or no. He says he's a virgin, but he wouldn't be the first person to lie to get into someone's pants. By constantly bringing it up, he is not respecting your decision. He knows you want to wait, so I keep mentioning it because he hopes you'll change your mind or that he can change your mind. 1. If he's not mature enough because he's a teenager, then he's not mature for sex. Don't enable him, you're not his mom. 2. If you're both horny, there is plenty of stuff you can do, like oral sex, that will make you relax and also feel more comfortable being naked, also good for you because you'll be more relaxed, and this is important, so you'll have a better experience. 3. Someone who talks about a plan B as it was candy, is never a good option for sex. 4. If he wants to have sex that bad, and you too, you have to want it too. It's not some kind of favor you do to him, he can wear a fucking condom. 5. Sorry for saying this, but this looks like he doesn't want a girlfriend at all, he just want to fuck someone. He doesn't seem to care about your feelings at all. 6. Even if you just want sex, there is better choices than him. You should really dump him, but you probably won't listen to me. 7. If you stay, I would insist on him wearing a condom anyways. Take your safety in consideration. I wouldn't trust my well-being and my health, and the risk of having an STD if he cheats on someone who cares so little about me. 8. Just for the record, I was willing but quite scared, because my first boyfriend was very big. He waited for 9 months //, and we did a lot of sexy fun stuff in the meantime. If he's focused more on losing his virginity before he's 19 than your comfort, I'd start wondering whether or not I would want to be in that relationship. Shouldn't expect him to be really mature about these things when he's still a teenager. You should absolutely expect him to be mature. He's almost 19 and in certain areas, he's legally considered an adult at 18. Next time he complains, just tell him to masturbate and calm down. Remind him how the constant guilt tripping makes you feel. If he doesn't stop, leave. It shows he's more focused on himself than the relationship.